Clara if you're new here. If you're not new here, thanks so much for coming back. It's a Monday and I thought we could spend a couple days of my life together here in Charleston. I've been trying to be better about wearing eye patches because I think they're so cute, but I also do think that they really help with like puffing. I have so many eye patches that I just like put in this container and I never actually wear, so I'm trying to be better about actually wearing them because it really feeds into the morning routine vibe. Speaking of, I'm about to eat some hard-boiled eggs for breakfast with lots of salt and pepper so that my brain can't comprehend the fact that they're eggs, and I've already got my coffee. I've been sitting here right behind me working on my planner, like filling out my planner for the week. I've been loving having a physical planner. I do go through like weeks of using it and then a couple weeks of not using it, but I have always been like a written list type of gal, and I love having a planner again. It feels like I'm back in like high school, college days with everything online, like emails, typing, notes up, whatever. It feels so good to write stuff down and like check stuff off physically. Today I'm actually filming a TikTok of everything that I wear in the day because judging by my laundry pile, I change way too often. So this is today's first outfit. I might as well share it on YouTube too. Does my pajamas that I woke up in count as my first outfit of the day? Because I'm counting it as that. These are Cozy Earth pajamas. I can't remember how I acquired these. I think these are given to me on my friend's bachelorette to Nantucket. It was either this pair or a very similar pair with short sleeves. Or I might have actually gotten these on the trip to South Korea. These might have been sitting on the bed. Either way, I love them. They're so comfortable. They've been washing up really great. The brand is Cozy Earth, and yeah, they're just like long pajamas. So this is today's first outfit because I will keep you posted as well in case you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which you should, because I feel like all of my content on all different platforms like really coexist with one another, and I try really hard not to like really redundantly overlap with a bunch of stuff. Certain things in life I deem more of like a TikTok thing versus like sharing on Instagram versus stories. So when I say to follow me on other platforms, I'm not entirely just greedy for your follow on everything. I do think that if you like my YouTube videos and you're ever like, oh, I miss her on YouTube, she's taking a break, or it's been a couple weeks between uploads, I guarantee you I've been really active in the meantime on like Instagram and TikTok and Instagram stories. So I will say you should probably follow me over there if you enjoy my YouTube videos. Shameless self promo is over. Time to eat. I just changed my outfit to run my first errand of the day because I'm actually hosting book club tonight. I'm doing a sour, sweet, and spicy like romance book club to try and get my friend that doesn't do a lot of reading into romance books, because I think that is like the gateway into reading. It's like a rom-com just like on paper. So for the sour and sweet, I'm doing some candies. I have the Bear Bells peach rings, Bear Bells sour cola. These are all Swedish candies, so the texture is insane. This is actually like new from them. Everything they've been launching, like that cola energy drink protein thing, so good. These candies are next level. I mean, the bars are really good too. I need to invest in Bear Bells. I don't even know if they're a public company, but I also have the watermelon. So I'm gonna do 2 of these serving dishes. I ordered a second over the weekend, and I'm gonna do like the candies in one, and then I'm gonna do some savory options in another. So I'll do like wasabi peas, maybe some like spicy nut mixture, because obviously this is sour and sweet, but I need the spicy. So we'll have those as little nibbles. And then for drinks, I will do a margarita that you can like add jalapenos to and make it a spicy margarita. And then I'm also going to do rosé with jalapeno slices because I've heard that that's really good. And I think that'll cover it. The book we're reading, I guess I should mention that, is the first in the Windy City series, which I have already read. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm rereading it now just because after I finish a book, I could not even tell you the main character's name. Like it is like in one ear, out the other, or in one eye and out the other. But I'm rereading it. I actually started it last night and I just like read into the night. I have about 15% of the book left, so I do have to find time this afternoon to actually finish the book before people come over at 7. I do not remember it being this graphic. There is something to be said for the girls that unapologetically post their like filthy romance book recommendations, because now I'm reading a recommendation from someone and I'm just like thinking of them reading it and I'm like, is this what you're into? It's just like, it's a really intimate recommendation. So way spicier than I remembered. We'll see what our conversation is like tonight. Thank goodness there's gonna be margaritas and rosé, because that might be necessary. 2 of the people coming I like really don't know that well, and I will after tonight. I know I have a list of what I need written down somewhere in my notes. I already have Swedish candy, but I'm thinking pretzels, wasabi peas would be like a fun spicy thing, and then maybe like a nut mix. Then I will need some chicken wine, some jalapenos, some Natalie's margarita mix, some sparkling water, and some limes. And you know what? Maybe if there's fresh flowers, I'll get some fresh flowers for like the table. Earth Fare ended up being out of a couple things that I needed, so I went over to Whole Foods too, but that also gave me the opportunity to get some stuff for lunch, so I don't have to order lunch. But I got my favorite Natalie's margarita mix, some limes, some like little snacky, like the savory stuff I was talking about. I got pretzels, I got a nut mix, and then I got some olives, and then I have Polly's lettuce and just a couple other things. I think I also got an energy drink, which I don't There we go. And I also just got a text from one of my friends saying that she's coming, but she didn't read the book. So we're probably not going to talk about the book. Does anyone really talk about the book at book club? Today's lunch should probably have just stayed off screen, but I'm having turkey cheese roll-ups with Dijon mustard and then chips. And I'm not even gonna bother rolling them up because they're not gonna stay rolled up. I'm just gonna roll them up when I eat it. I finished the book and I cleaned up the house a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but I just wanted to vacuum because it was covered in Polly's hair. And I don't know if two of the friends coming over have like any dander cat allergies. I've learned the hard way through friends that if you're allergic to cats, you're probably also allergic to Polly, which is why I keep Zyrtec on hand and I always try and like vacuum a little bit before people come over. But anyways, I just changed. I have on some jean shorts and this tank top from Aritzia. And I'm gonna go freshen up the backyard space, pour the little snacks and stuff, get a bottle of tequila down from the little bar shelf. I think people are gonna be over in like 30 minutes. The day kind of flew by. I think everyone should host a night like this. If you read, if you do romance books, if you have a couple girlfriends, how easy is this little theme that I came up with? You got the sour and the sweet from the Bear Bells, then some savory and like spicy options too. You could get way more creative than this. Regular or spicy margs, rosé, which is supposedly really good with a slice of jalapeno in it, so that's kind of the spicy aspect. Limes for garnish. Just like an easy thing to set up, did not take long at all. You could even do it like interactive and like have people all bring their favorite like sour, sweet, and spicy thing, and then it can be like a potluck. Boom. Easy hosting. Tag me. And here I am sucked into the series again. I've been reading the second book. I finished book club last night. We had such a good time. Kenna actually brought like one of those not tabletop, like stovetop espresso makers. Her family's Italian, so like she knows how to do those like fountain espresso things that just sit on the burner. So anyway, she brought that with some vanilla ice cream and we had some affogatos. It was such a fun night. We actually, not only did we plan our next book club, but we planned our next girls night out. We're gonna go to Halls and then have like a little night out. So we got a reservation for that in 2 weeks from now. I love just having like plans on the calendar, especially between travels, just knowing I'm gonna be able to see like my Charleston friends. But anyways, after that all wrapped, got in bed, started reading the second one. I'm now hooked. I'm 52% in. I don't want to stop, but it's also like 11 a.m. and I haven't gotten anything done today. I did break out this jewelry cleaner device thing that my friend gave me as an engagement gift. It's called the Julie. Wait, now that I say that out loud, Julie, it's for diamonds and jewels. It's kind of smart. Didn't really put that together. But I'm trying to clean my earrings because there's like gunk. Is that crazy to admit? There's like gunk behind the setting, if that makes sense. I can't get it and it's so gross. Like I think I just need one of those ones that you like drop them in and it like vibrates all the like the supersonic ones, you know, where it just sits in the liquid and it shakes out all the crud. But I might as well clean all of my rings. This one gives me like a chemical burn. I don't actually think it's chemical burn. What is that? It's underneath, I don't know what kind of bezel this is called, like a whatever, like it's like closed on the side, you know what I mean? But because of that, I swear I get this weird reaction on this finger, which may be something I should be concerned with, but I'm just gonna power through this time because usually when my finger looks like this, I stop wearing this ring, but I think I'm gonna keep wearing it and hope that maybe it's just like almost like a callus that my finger has to build up to. And also my finger size fluctuates so often that pretty much every ring I wear has those like sizer things on it. I need to just get the little sizer balls put on the inside, but I just put these little spiral things on them. But I'm cleaning my jewelry. I need to go through my inbox. I need to start my day, but I've been hooked on this dang book. This is fun. I'm scared that all the crud's gonna like fly back at me. Maybe the issue with this ring is that I don't clean it like this often enough and there's stuff hiding in here. No, I think I'm just to go rinse it off. Oh, okay, yeah. So at the risk of sounding disgusting, this thing called ring rash is caused by trapped moisture, soap, or an allergic reaction to metals. I don't think it's the metal because that doesn't bother me on any other finger, but it does say it's manageable with proper hygiene. So maybe this is a me problem, but I also think it's inevitable to get moisture trapped under this one just with the way it was made. So maybe it's not a me problem after all, but I really like this jewelry cleaner. If you need one, highly recommend. It looks super shiny. I've crossed 2 things off my to-do list, so back to the couch to read 10% more of this book. Not this book. I still have yet to remove the ads from my Kindle because I didn't realize when you bought it that you have to pay extra for there not to be like ads on your home screen. Apparently you can like message them and just say that you find the ads offensive and they'll take them off for free. But since I have this cover that like covers the cover or covers the screen, I don't really mind it. But it's funny when I open it up, I'm like, I've never heard of this and people probably think I'm reading it. I got 2 packages. Well, I think only one of them I had to sign for, but I think it's my Vivrel for this one, so I'm very excited. I don't know what the other one is, so we can be surprised together. I think this one is the Vivrel. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, this is a beach bag for an upcoming weekend trip to Miami that I'm so excited about. Ow, I just gave myself like a rope burn trying to open this. Dun, 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 dun. It's this like terry cloth YSL bag. You're kidding me. What? This was not on the listing. Are you kidding me? It's a towel. It literally turns into a towel. You're kidding. Okay, they do not do a good job showing that. What the heck? So it's like a tote bag and then I can put it on the chair at the pool and it's a towel. What? Okay, well that just got even better. Vivrel is basically like Newly and Fashion Pass and Rent the Runway and all those, but it's for designer bags and apparently designer beach towels. Obviously I'm still gonna be able to fit like my sunscreen and stuff in here, but I guess I'll just take the sunscreen out and put it next to the chair because it's also a towel. Why wasn't that on the listing? That makes this 10 times cooler. But I also like that it has, wait, you can like take off, what? I like that it had hardware on the straps, but you can take them off obviously. So then I guess you can like stick this over the top of the, maybe like the headrest. I just got so excited about this, but I was gonna use this as my personal item on the plane, but you don't have a ton of space because there's a towel in there. So I'm gonna actually look this up, like the true listing for it, and see if there's a certain way that you can fold it into itself. But okay, that's really sick. I'll let you know when I return this to Vivrel because this is extremely fun, especially for a beach trip or like a resort trip type vibe. Let's see what this other package is. Unfortunately, I was not relevant enough to receive the road PR of the new bronzers and stuff, and they sold out in like no time at all. Today they launched, so I really don't know what this could be. I was really hoping I was gonna get that package, I'm not gonna lie. But Haley keeps me humble. Haley does keep me humble. One time I went to a road event and there was like wristband tiered access of like certain lines you had to wait in, like I guess if you were deemed relevant enough for certain, which like I get, it's a celebrity brand, she's gonna have like celebrity guests and like friends and like they probably are gonna be able to skip the line, that's fine. But the craziest thing was there was tiered access to the bathrooms. Like if you couldn't go to like certain bathrooms even if there was no line at the bathroom. That was like for the people with like relevancy, had to wait in line for the porta potties. It was crazy. Moral of the story is road keeps you humble. Ah yes, this is much more up my alley. Here I am, like, I wonder if it's a road PR package. It's from Welch's. Oh my gosh, wait, cutie. Little blueberry cup, white grape celebration punch. Little silicone berry basket, and then some sparkling blueberry non-alcoholic Welch's. You know what? I'm not mad about it. And this is like a good blanket to bring to the beach. I'm going to Miami, but then I'm also going on like a true, more like chill family. I think we're technically going to Ocean Isle. Ocean Isle, is that the right way? Is that the right one? I can't remember, but it's like a North Carolina beach, so it's very, very chill. I'm trying to think about like, not that I'm planning my outfits for that, I just need to set stuff aside because I'm gonna need to pack for that on Thursday of this week actually. Today's Tuesday, so I have a couple days. But obviously I'm not gonna be pulling out some crazy outfits, just definitely more like a casual family beach vibe. So I really only need to pack bathing suits and like comfy clothes to wear around, but I will bring this blanket for the beach. How funny is that? That I thought it was Road and it was Welch's. Stay humble, friends. Apparently the theme of my meals today is like storm shelter. It's giving doomsday prepper because for lunch I had some tuna. I literally just mixed tuna with some Dijon mustard and some pickle de gallo and I ate it with chips. These, you can't even see what the brand is, but they're like protein chips. So that was my lunch. And then for dinner, I saw that I have these. I'm like, that would be so good. But like, why are all of my meals canned today? It's literally giving storm shelter, doomsday prepper energy. But I have harissa lemon chickpeas. And then this one, I just saw hiding back there. Tomato olive vodka. Ooh, which one do I want? Let's see. Which one would be better on its own? Do you think this one's spicy? This one's probably spicy. Let me do, well, this one might be spicy too. Vodka pasta is kind of spicy. Let me do these. Would it be weird to put this over pasta? Probably. I'm just gonna have a bowl of beans for dinner. My fruit flies are so bad right now, and I'd gotten like different, more like aesthetic traps to put out for them, and I just don't think that the fruit flies appreciated well, maybe they could outsmart the aesthetic traps. I don't know. Whatever these are, I know you can make your own liquid that like will do the same thing supposedly, but these work so well if you have a fruit fly problem in the summer, year round. Who am I to judge? I have a big fruit fly problem right now, and these are the only thing that works, so I'm back to the basics. I'm using that again. I threw away my little aesthetic trap. drops. It's more important to me to like, you know, not have a crazy bug problem. So slowly but surely I'm getting all the flies out. Yesterday, and one of my friends were over last night actually, it was so bad. There was like a cloud of them. I feel like I could put this over like zucchini noodles or something too. Kind of smells like Chef Boyardee, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I bought these. I think I was just like roaming a grocery store one day. Through all of my travels, I've kind of forgotten about my little herb garden that I have over here in these pots. They're pretty self-sufficient, except this mint is not doing too well. Oh well, I'm sure I can bring it back to life if I really tried. But I have rosemary, I think that's parsley. Yeah, I think that's parsley. I feel like this is honestly more so for look because I actually haven't used any of it, but I have the mint, the rosemary, parsley, and then some basil that's like very strong. Like I can like smack it around, but just feel like I could put some fresh basil on my food tonight, on my beans. I also have these right here. This is a lemon tree. You can see, I think it's going to be fruitful. These ones are looking extremely promising. Those look like legit lemons. And then this is a lime tree, and like, apologies if I'm mistaken, but I think that's a lime, that's gonna be a lime. Those might be limes up there. I'm very excited. My Chef Boyardee beans. I wonder if anyone notices that I'm wearing the OG Dairy Boy Nantucket. I bought so much stuff from the Dairy Boy Nantucket store when I was in Nantucket for my friend's bachelorette a couple weeks ago, and I'm mad at myself because I fell for the exclusivity marketing. Turns out it wasn't exclusive at all. They launched it all online. I thought this was like one of one could only get in Nantucket, and I'm not even mad at the store. Like, obviously if I hadn't been in Nantucket that weekend, I probably would have wanted to get my hands on it too, but I bought so much stuff thinking that it was going to be like so exclusive, so elite, and now I'm just like every other girl. No one knows I got this in Nantucket. My workout class was more of a stretch. I'm gonna be honest, I took so many modifications and breaks, but I got my mirror selfie, so no one has to know. Now I feel the need to like kind of clarify that because those classes are so hard. Like Megaformer classes, Body Rock, Solid Core, any of that like genre of workout class is so difficult, but I feel like they're so popular on social media. And I, for one, there are days where I can get through a whole class with no breaks. I feel so good, I feel so strong. And there's other days like today where I'm like yawning, I'm taking every modification, and if you see everyone and their mother doing those classes and just posting their little selfie at the end of it or at the start of it, and then you take one and you're like, why am I training for war? How is everyone doing this? You take some breaks. At least I'm taking breaks. And how many months have I been doing solid core? Like 6 to 8, but I did just go probably like 4 weeks without doing classes just with travels and stuff. It is such a commitment in your morning or your afternoon or your day just in general, because you have to drive to the class. You have to kind of like get ready for the class, right? And then you leave for the class, you get to the class, you park, the actual class itself, getting home from the class, changing. Like, it's even a 45-minute workout class, I swear takes up 2 hours of your day just with like the satellite things around it. Maybe if you go on your way home from work or something, but me working from home, like I have to stop what I'm doing and go there, so the commute is part of it. Some weeks rather I don't want to fit it in. I don't prioritize it because I have other things that I need to be doing. Speaking of things that I need to be doing, I have so much dry cleaning to drop off. I'm dropping off dry cleaning in every single vlog these days, but it's because I'm actually starting to take care of my clothes, especially these like really nice dresses that I wore to my friend's wedding. I want to get these dry cleaned because I need to start a pickle. I say that almost every vlog, every time I'm at the dry cleaner. Really, I need to start a pickle, but I think about starting it and then I'm going to travel for like a week, and I'm like, well, if anyone rents stuff, it's not like I can send it out, so I need an assistant to run my pickle. Would that pay for the assistant? Dry cleaner is right next to the grocery store, so I'm gonna grab a couple random things for lunch and dinner today. I'm gonna get some mini cucumbers to have with my tuna salad. I'm gonna get a couple yogurts. I always feel like a soccer mom when I put my groceries in like an insulated bag in the car so that they don't get all warm, but I had another errand to run. I had a bunch of Play-Doh's clothes in my trunk that I tried to go bring before the last trip that I went on, but you need your ID and they like won't take pictures of your ID, so it's been collecting dust in my trunk. So hopefully I make a little pad when I go back for that this afternoon. This is everything I got. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I got stuff to make kind of like a taco salad bowl tonight. I got some lettuce for that, and then the rest will be for Polly. I'll prep it for her pet sitter this weekend. I got Good Culture cottage cheese because I'm thinking that I can blend this with some lime juice because I have so many limes from my book club on Monday. I was like, why don't I juice some of the limes, blend it with cottage cheese and cilantro, which is somewhere down in here. Here we go. And then that could be almost kind of like a crema for the taco salad. I'm also going to do some fajita veggies. So I have a red onion, a yellow pepper, and a red pepper. So I'll make some like fajita veggies, the crema. I got some ground chicken to put on top of that with taco seasoning, obviously, and then some black beans. So I think that'll be a good, light, healthy dinner. I'm like back in my light eating, not like in terms of like quantity. Like I'm a very volume eater type of person, but I feel like I just traveled for a week straight and you're just like eating out, and I don't know, I just want to feel like light and fresh after I eat. I want to have 6 plates of whatever I'm eating, but I just want to feel like light afterwards. So lots of veggies, lots of like lean meats. I got some yogurts that I'll do with blueberries for the morning for breakfast, and then I'm going to do my tuna salad with cucumbers for lunch today. I also stumbled upon, I could not tell you the last time I bought coconut coal because it just like was such a thing, and then it was sold out everywhere and they just kind of like lost me. As soon as I couldn't get it and I fell off of it for like 2 weeks, I was just like never back on it. But this one is a wild passion fruit, and I did feel really good when I was taking this every morning. You eat like a spoonful every single morning. Let's see, 4 servings per container. Well, that's certainly not the case. You can't double dip, and I think I've heard before that you shouldn't put a metal spoon in there. Technically, it's supposed to be the first thing you eat when you wake up. I don't even know if that's true or if that's just something like the TikTok girlies say. But I really only had my coffee today, so I'm gonna try a spoonful of that and see what the flavor is like. This is the only spoon type thing that I have that's not metal. A little spatula. So I'm just gonna put a little on here. I used to really like the chocolate one. The original one is not for me. I don't love the original. But now these are always in stock at Whole Foods, so maybe I should get back on it since I can just add it to my grocery list whenever I run out. Let's see. I don't think you're supposed to mix it. It's just like a really thick yogurt. You've definitely seen this before. That is delicious. Oh my god. What? Oh, that's a treat. I love that. Wow, the passion fruit one is good. There was also a banana bread one, but that one was sold out. I just saw the little plaque on the shelf. I might be back on my coconut coal. I'm gonna go ahead and make my breakfast, even though it's, what is it, 11? It's 11:30, but I'm gonna have breakfast now. I'll have lunch at like 3, I guess. Or should I just switch? No, I'm excited for this yogurt. Actually, I can't sit here. This was the death of me yesterday. I need to bring my computer back to my office because once I sit on the couch, I'm done for the day. You see, the thing about a family beach trip is I don't own many family-friendly swimwear options because I don't like family-friendly tan lines. But I'm gonna go through my bathing suits really quickly and see my best options. I'm clearly trying stuff on as I pack. Let's see what the best case scenario is. I can always pop out to Target because I still have to go back to Plato's, but I think I might have something tucked away in here. It's actually not looking good. I keep my bikinis tied, or not tied, packaged up in these little bags. I keep some of them like this, then I ran out of bags and now there's overflow in other areas, but for the most part, I can just recognize them off the jump. This might be promising. This trunk that they're all in is an old thrift find, and I think it looks really cool in the corner of the guest room, but that also means, oh no, I forgot to put one thing back in there. It also means that I don't go through it often, so I feel like I favor my overflow bikinis so that I don't have to come in here behind the door, but you gotta do what you gotta do in a house that's super small like this. I did take a break from work earlier this afternoon, and I've pulled aside like a bunch of outfits and stuff, so I'm pretty much packed, honestly, aside from finding maybe one more good bathing suit and then bras, underwear, socks. I guess I'll probably pack like 1 or 2 athletic sets too. It's just literally 2 days, but I just need options because there's no itinerary, so I have to be prepared for every vibe and based on the forecast, every weather, because it looks like it's gonna rain a little bit, might be kind of chilly one night, might be sunny and like super hot during the day, so I've got options. I almost forgot to go get my money from Plato's, and the Plato's here is cutthroat. If you don't get it the same day, they like turn it into store credit, and I'm never gonna spend the store credit. These, side note, that's why I'm in the car right now, but these Bear Bells candies, this is why I picked up the camera, these are insane. So good. You know the ongoing beef I have with my Spotify DJ X? He literally just said some music you would like and starts playing calm frequency white noise. Thank goodness for delivery. So I'm about to tell you that I have a really busy day, but I'm also about to tell you that I booked a day pass to a local hotel pool to film a campaign. And obviously I'm going to enjoy some sun, but I got up so early this morning. I got up at like 6 a.m. so that I can afford a couple hours in the sun. Clearly working very hard. Unfortunately, I do think I've unlocked a demon figuring out which hotels are on Resort Pass here in Charleston, because I'm not even staying at the hotel, obviously, but I was able to use the pool because I bought a day pass. And now I'm eating this salad for lunch, sitting at the pool with my Kindle. Obviously, I got the content that I came here for the brand deal that I'm filming, but now I just get to enjoy it for the next like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna head home and finish my actual work day. I fear I've unlocked a monster. The day in the sun. They're part of my everyday makeup routine. I have yet to get my hands on any of the Mrs. Meyer's tomato scent of the season. If you know me, you know I love that. And I got this candle from Diptyque. It's rhubarb scented, and it's kind of giving the same vibe. So if you're a fan of the tomato-esque scents, like the garden scents, very like herby scents, especially if you're home, this one is really good, but I haven't burnt it obviously. So I'm gonna light it right now and see how the scent like throws. Since I have all my makeup packed for this weekend's trip, I had to use like B-Team products, and I used this Westman Atelier concealer just as like foundation. Well, I started like spot concealing, and then it just turned into like putting a whole layer on my entire face. And then I used this little like sculpting palette, and I hate to give it a glowing review. Literally, I look like I'm glowing right now, but I hate to give it a glowing review not knowing how it wears, so we'll have to see in a couple weeks if I'm still liking it. But so far, so good, and I feel like it looks very sculpted on camera. But without further ado, let me get this lit. I have about an hour before I'm gonna get on the road, which hopefully is long enough for this to like burn the whole way. You're not supposed to blow out a candle. Is that a crack in the glass? If you don't know, you're not supposed to blow out a candle like until the wax melts all the way to the side, because that's how you get like those candles that just like tunnel and the wax builds up on the side and you never actually get to enjoy the full candle. You have to let it, I'm gonna blow it out with my breath. You have to let it burn the whole way. You can't let it like dip and then blow it out. You have to let the wax like melt all the way to the edge. Does that make sense? It smells good though. I'm going to see. I feel like this is a powerful enough candle that it's just gonna smell up the whole house, but I've been doing some cleaning, doing a lot of laundry. I washed not only my own sheets, but I washed the sheets on the guest room bed. They're actually, I should check to make sure those don't need to be switched. I've got 16 more minutes on the dryer. But I'm trying to teach myself the lesson of like always being ready. I feel like I kind of learned this lesson with myself when it comes to like body image and like physical appearance, of just always being like quote ready, because I often find myself with a lot of very last minute travel opportunities, and I used to be in this headspace of, it's a very toxic headspace to be in, and I think I've touched on this before in vlogs, of like wanting to get ready, like whether it's like physique wise, which I don't really have a physique, so that sounds kind of funny to say, but you know what I mean, like self-confidence, appearance wise. I would feel the need to get ready for an event, for a wedding, for a trip, whatever. But then I found myself with a lot of crazy last minute travel opportunities that would happen in like a month or 2 months, and I would just get on myself thinking like, why didn't you care about this 6 months ago? Even though you didn't know about this, then you would feel ready. So anyways, for the past 1 to 2 years, had this very much so like I deserve to feel ready 24/7. Some therapists would tell me that that's like a horrible mindset to have, but it's fact of the matter. We're living in a shrinking society, and anyone that says that that doesn't affect them in the slightest bit, like I need whatever water you're drinking because it affects me. But anyways, on that topic, last night at about 8 p.m. I got an email with the opportunity. Keep in mind, last night was Wednesday. I leave for the weekend today. I won't be back until Sunday. I got an opportunity to leave on Monday at like 11 a.m. to go to Italy. Obviously, I'm going to say yes to that. Come hell or high water, I'm on that plane. But I looked around my house and I was like, dang it, you had stuff to bring to the dry cleaning that you brought like technically late, so now that's not going to be ready, so I can't wear any of that. I'm looking around and I'm like, well, I need to clean this, I need to do this. And I felt that sensation of like, I'm not ready type of feeling, but just in regards to like life responsibilities and like housework and just like work responsibilities and stuff that I procrastinated. And I'm like, this is the same type of feeling that I have about like not being ready physically, that I've kind of grown out of and gotten myself out of that like rut of feeling that way towards myself. Trying to eat healthy and clean in Whole Foods like 80% of the time so that I don't have this crazy like what if I had been eating better type of thing, because I know I'm doing good for my body and I'm happy with my body. But anyways, I need to get to that point with my house and just my life responsibilities, and sure, just because I don't have to bring the dry cleaning and I don't have a current timeline on it, like I might have a timeline on it, I might get a random opportunity, I might get invited to an event, and And obviously getting 4 days notice to an all expense paid trip to Italy is a little bit of an outlier example to be giving, but I think that this kind of concept can ring true of like last minute plans with friends, or someone's in town and they ask to stop by, or they see if they can crash with you that night. Like, I just feel like there's power in being like ready, because it means that you can say yes to more last minute things and be open to more like social things and just like making more memories and stuff. So that's something I'm trying to be better about now that I feel like I'm at a good place with that in terms of myself. I need to be at a good place with that in terms of my responsibilities, because I'm not gonna lie, I stayed up until like 1 a.m. deep cleaning stuff that had been on my list for a while, but I was like, there's no way I can come off of this weekend and leave again on Monday. Like, it just wouldn't work because I just wasn't ready. Like, I just wasn't prioritizing just daily responsibilities, because you always think that there's gonna be more time in the future, but like, you should just do it now. Not because your future self is gonna like thank you, or because your future self is gonna like be able to take the day off. I just don't know what the future holds, so I might as well do it now. Does any of this make sense? I always sound so much more like philosophical in my mind at night. Like, I was going through this whole spiel to myself at night at 1 a.m. when I was like crazy cleaning everything, and I was like, I'll just put this in the vlog tomorrow, but now it doesn't sound as poetic, so hopefully you get what I'm talking about. Okay, I just thought of another example of this. My credit score. My credit score right now is trash. Absolutely trash. Check all your credit cards. Check all your credit cards, check where the auto draft is coming from. I don't care if you have like auto pay set up, check them every single month. I made one mistake. Credit score is in the toilet. And I was like, you know what, that's fine. I'm not planning on using my credit score anytime soon. It'll just naturally climb back up. I wasn't prioritizing it. I wasn't like, quote, ready like I'm talking about. And then a crazy opportunity came up that I needed a good credit score for, and I was almost counted out of it. I'm technically kind of still counted out of it, but trying to work on some random things to get the score up. But that's the best example of just like being ready and like prioritizing these responsibility type things, even if you don't like need them in the immediate. Maybe checking your credit score is just like common knowledge. I wasn't doing it, and I had way too much faith in auto pay, so learn from my mistakes. And unfortunately, I just broke my own rule because it's time to go and this hasn't burnt all the way to the edge. But I would rather a tunneled candle than a burned down house. I'm gonna end off today's vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Who knows what the next vlog will entail. I've been thinking it over more and jury's still out, but make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and subscribe if you want to see more content here on YouTube, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.